Summer House Season 10, Episode 9, Wrinkles, Rosé, and Relationships on the Edge. Introduction. If you thought this season of Summer House was just about partying in the Hamptons, Episode 9 said, think again. This wasn't just a messy episode, it was a reality check. Between emotional breakdowns, financial stress, and friendships cracking under pressure, this episode felt like the beginning of the end for more than one situation in the house. Let's get into it, because baby, this wasn't light drama. This was heavy. The Kyle and Amanda situation is getting hard to watch. Let's start with the obvious. Kyle and Amanda are not okay. After Kyle's outburst in the previous episode, the house wasn't letting him off easy, and neither were the viewers. Watching him speak to Amanda the way he did. Embarrassing, disrespectful, and honestly, exhausting. This episode showed the aftermath, and it was clear Amanda is tired. Not just annoyed, tired. The kind of tired that comes from repeating the same arguments over and over again and realizing nothing is changing. Kyle did apologize, but it didn't feel genuine. It felt like he was apologizing because he got called out, not because he truly understood the damage he caused. And that's where the problem is. Amanda is starting to question everything. You can see it in her face, in her tone, and in the way she's pulling back emotionally. The spark is fading, and instead of partnership, it feels like survival. West said what everybody was thinking. Now let's talk about West, because he stepped up in a way nobody expected. West checked Kyle, and not in a joking, playful way. He was serious. He called out the disrespect and basically told Kyle to get it together. And honestly, it was needed. Sometimes it takes someone outside the relationship to say what the partner can't say without it turning into another fight. West became that voice. But here's the bigger question. Why did it take someone else to defend Amanda? That moment said a lot. Financial stress is adding fuel to the fire. As if relationship drama wasn't enough, Kyle dropped another bomb: money problems. And not just, things are tight, problems. We're talking real stress. The kind that affects your mood, your decisions, and your relationships. Financial pressure can break even the strongest couples, and in this case, it's making an already shaky relationship even worse. Carl's conversation with Kyle about not investing in his business added another layer. There's tension there, unresolved feelings, and maybe even a little resentment. Kyle seems overwhelmed, but instead of handling it maturely, he's lashing out. And Amanda is the one taking the hit. The girls are over it. One of the most powerful moments in this episode came when the women pulled Amanda aside for a real conversation. No cameras, no performance, just honesty. Sierra, Lindsay, and Mia basically told Amanda what viewers have been screaming at the screen: you don't deserve this. And that's when things got real. Because when your friends start encouraging you to step away from your relationship, it means they've been watching the same cycle for too long. Amanda didn't give a clear answer, but you can tell she's thinking about it. Really thinking. Party scenes, but make it awkward. Now let's talk about the parties, because even those felt different this episode. Kyle's birthday party should have been fun, but the energy was off. You could feel the tension through the screen. People were smiling, but it wasn't real. It was forced. Then came Lindsay's housewarming party, which turned into another stage for drama. This is where the Dara and Bailey situation popped off. Rumors started flying about Dara being in Ben's room, and Bailey was not about to let it slide. The confrontation was messy, direct, and uncomfortable, in the best reality TV way. Dara tried to dodge the situation, but Bailey kept pressing. And honestly, the cameras were catching everything. It was one of those moments where you don't even need dialogue. The looks said it all. This episode felt different. There's something about this episode that felt heavier than usual. Normally, Summer House balances fun and drama. You get partying, flirting, and a little chaos. But this episode leaned heavily into real-life issues. Relationships breaking down, financial stress, friendships shifting. It wasn't just entertaining, it was uncomfortable at times. And that's what made it so good. The bigger picture. What episode 9 really showed is that the foundation of this house is cracking. Kyle and Amanda are on shaky ground. Kyle and Carl are not aligned. The women are starting to take sides. The new cast is bringing fresh drama. Everything feels like it's building towards something bigger. And let's be honest, we're heading straight into reunion territory. Final thoughts. This episode was messy, emotional, and a little hard to watch, but in a way that keeps you locked in. Kyle needs to take accountability, not just apologize when pressured. Amanda needs to decide what she's willing to accept. And the rest of the house. They're watching it all unfold, forming opinions, and choosing sides. Because at this point, it's not just about love. It's about respect. Let's talk. Do you think Amanda should take a break from Kyle? Or is this just another rough patch that they'll eventually get through? And be honest, are we watching the end of this relationship play out in real time?